رمضان تجلى وابتسما طوبى للعبد إذا تنما.
Some share a hadith which is quite famous every time Ramadan approaches. And in this hadith, Ramadan is divided into 3 parts. The hadith goes as follows. This is a month, the first part of which brings Allah's mercy, the middle which brings Allah's forgiveness, and the last part of which brings forgiveness and itq from hellfire. Now, this hadith is not authentic. Having said that, we have to be careful so that we don't paint all with the same brush. What does that mean? In regards to weak hadith, it is different than fabricated hadith or baseless hadith. The weak hadith, some scholars would adopt it more than those who implement their own logic. So we have 2 schools. Madrasatul Ra'i, it is the school of intellect, of logic, which is known to be led by Imam Abu Hanifa. And there is the Madrasatu al-Athar, which is the school that relates and depends entirely on the hadith, the sunnah, or the hadith of the tabi'een, or the hadith of the tabi'it tabi'een. So when it comes to an issue that there is no authentic hadith on it, the school of Ahlul Ra'i, the people of logic and intellect, they improvise. They say, okay, there's no Quran, there's no Sunnah, so we think that the closest opinion to be authentic is this, and they come up with an opinion of their own, logically, and out of their own intellect. The other schools say there is no evidence from the Quran, no authentic hadith. However, a weak hadith to us is more preferable than the opinion of our own whims and desires and intellect and logic. So these are 2 different schools. We cannot say that these are wrong and these are right, or the opposite. Because a weak hadith, to some scholars, is not to be mentioned. And this is what I am inclined to. And this is the opinion of Sheikh Al-Albani as well before me, and a number of good high-ranking scholars. Why? Because Allah Azza wa Jal has revealed the Quran and the Sunnah and pledged to protect them, to preserve them, both Quran and Sunnah. So when we come nowadays and say, this is a weak hadith, but we will implement it and apply it, this goes against Allah's preservation of the Quran and the Sunnah. So we cannot insert it. Nevertheless, we accept what some scholars say and we honor what they say. Not necessarily that we agree with them, but we accept it in the sense they say that when a weak hadith comes to us, if it doesn't speak about the Quran, if it doesn't speak about halal and haram, if it doesn't speak about things of the unseen, of Jannah, of Nar, of Day of Judgment, something that relates to our Aqidah, but it is in the virtue of a particular dhikr, a particular ibadah. So they say that we can be a bit lenient in that. This is their opinion. And they say that there's no much harm done because the hadith is weak. It's not false totally or fabricated. It's weak. One of the narrators might have missed something, forgot something. His books were burnt, so he was reading from memory, etc. So this is their opinion. We accept this, but or rather we honored it, but we do not necessarily implement it. So when we come to the hadith, أوله مغفرة وأوسطه رحمة وآخره عتق من النار. 1/3 is forgiveness, the second, the middle third is mercy, and the third is setting off away from hellfire. This hadith is weak. So we do not implement it, because there is another hadith where the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, in every night of Ramadan, Allah has a portion of His servants set free from hellfire. And this hadith says that only in the last third. Now we've agreed that the last third of Ramadan has great importance because it includes Lailatul Qadr. And Lailatul Qadr is the night of decree. The Quran was revealed in it, and also the destiny of the whole universe is planned and decreed in it. And we have two types of destiny. The first type was preordained, was rewritten 50,000 years before Allah created the universe. In the authentic hadith, Allah Azza wa Jal, when He created the pen, He said to the pen, write. So the pen said, what should I write, my Lord? So Allah said, write the destiny of all of the creation until the day of judgment. The Prophet said, alayhi salam, this incident was 50,000 years before Allah created the creation. So whatever is written, this is written in the preserved tablet, in al-lawh al-mahfuz. No one knows what's in it except Allah Azza wa Jal. There is an annual destiny where Allah Azza wa Jal, on the night of decree, Lailatul Qadr, orders the angels and they write the destiny of the creation, their rizq, their provision, when they die, when they are born, for the next year. Unlike what people say and believe that this is done on the 15th of Shabaan. I think they call it Shabi Barat, something like that. I don't know. I don't speak Urdu. Something like that, similar. So they think that the 15th of Shabaan is the night where Allah Azza wa Jal divides the rizq for people, and some of them innovate by praying night prayer, Salat al-Tasabih, they do a lot of dhikr which is innovated. All of this is innovation. Neither the Prophet had done it, alayhi salam, nor the companions, may Allah be pleased with them, nor the tabi'een. One would say, okay, they didn't do it, so what's wrong in us doing it? Be careful. The Prophet said, alayhi salam, whoever innovates in our religion what's not part of it, it is rejected. So all what you will do, it will be rejected and thrown back into your face. What bigger sin is there if you think that you know better than the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam? I'm telling you, he did not do it. And you say, okay, no problem, I'll do it. Subhanallah. Is it part of Islam? He says, yeah, what's wrong in that? He said, no, it's not part of Islam. Allah said in Hajjatul Wada', in the farewell Hajj, الْيَوْمَ أَكْمَلْتُ لَكُمْ دِينَكُمْ. Today, I have completed your religion. So if the religion was complete at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, and you are coming today and saying, yeah, I know the Prophet didn't do it, but I'm doing it because it's good. Either it is part of the religion or it's not. If it's not part of the religion, then this is an innovation and you are in serious trouble. So this is misconception of people thinking that things are decreed on the 15th of Shabaan. It is decreed on Laylatul Qadr, the night of destiny. So the last 10 nights are blessed nights. But to specify and say that setting off and out of hellfire is done only in these last 10 nights, this is not true, and the hadith is not authentic.